Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of RiesKitchen. Today we're making a true Aussie classic, ANZAC biscuits, but today, of course, we're making them gluten-free. They're great to be enjoyed all year round, and I'm sure you and your family will love to make these. So let's get straight into them, shall we? First up we have butter, bicarb and golden syrup, gluten-free plain flour, some quinoa flakes, shredded coconut and caster sugar. So our first step is to mix the majority of our dry ingredients together. So just flour, the caster sugar, coconut, and of course the quinoa flakes, which replace the oats in a traditional recipe. We're just going to toss all that together. So the next step is to melt our butter and golden syrup together. So we'll just light the gas. Turn it down a bit, we don't need it quite that high. Put the butter in. And that delicious golden syrup. This is what gives it that wonderful flavour. So now that the butter's all melted, I'm just going to put our bicarb in a slightly bigger bowl. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of boiling water, and I've turned the gas off under my butter. Alright, we dissolve, and then we pour it straight in, and we end up with this fabulous reaction happening here. So we make a well in our bowl, add our fabulous foaming mix, and then mix it all together. So I've popped the oven on to heat up at 130 fan forced, and now it's time to make our biscuits. I have a bowl of water here because you're going to get quite goopy, it's just to help keep your fingers clean. Now this is something of course the kids will love to do. So a nice heaped teaspoon. You really want to squish them together into a ball, so a tight ball, and then put them out on the tray, leaving about 4 or 5 centimetres between each one because they will spread a little bit. Now the last step is just with your thumb to gently press down on them and just flatten them just a little bit. Now we want these to go in the oven now for 20 minutes until they're just golden and in the middle of the oven. So I'm only going to put in one tray at a time. My kitchen smells so good. Let's check these ones out. All right. Now, like with all gluten-free, we need to let these go cold on the tray before we put them on the cooling rack by themselves. That buttery aroma, just divine. Just perfect. As always, the hard bit is the weight. Now for all the details of today's recipe, don't forget to check out my blog at the link below. But as always, the best bit's in the eating. They're buttery, the quinoa's nice and nutty, they're a bit chewy, they're a bit crisp on the bottom. They are just all round divine. Until next time everybody, ciao.